Hi, hello, good morning. I can only apologize for the quality of the video. Now, I have brought some new technology, or should I say, I've been gifted some new technology that I'm aiming to use. I just haven't set it up yet. As you can see, I am not the most organized of people, um, and I'm aiming to try and be a little bit more organized. But unfortunately, because of my mental health issues and my dyslexia and dyspraxia, I am not the most organized person. So I know I haven't done any live feeds for a while, and with my little ones still in bed, almost yawned. Maybe I should have, because most of my videos do include me doing that. I just thought I'd check in. And it wouldn't be my video without a yawn. So there it is. Proof of life. So what have I been up to recently? Other than obviously posting stuff on YouTube. I have been doing a little bit more art crafts with my children, mostly because my son has autism. And one of the things he struggles with is manual dexterity. So if you don't know what that means, what it means is he struggles to have, like, I'm trying to get the video in the right place, is the pincer grip movements, which is this movement that one needs to learn in order to have fine motor skills. So one of the things I've been getting him to do with me is threading beads like this. So these are all just different types of beads on a wire. It's just floristry wire. It didn't have to be wire, but the reason I used wire is because it was a little bit more robust. He didn't need to use a needle to thread, and as you can see, the wire was quite thick. So some of the beads are quite small, and then some of them are a little bit more elongated and a little bit more larger. So what we've been doing is we've been making jewelry trees and using up all my arts and crafts that we have in the house. So he's really liked this because it's been very tactile for him. So anyone who does have small children, and if they are looking at doing any like arts and craft projects with their children, especially with it coming up to the festive season, if you're looking at making something for a loved one or a friend or just, for yourself, this has been a really, really good and well worth project. So each one of these, it was a single piece of wire that we used, and then I just basically said to him it didn't matter. There was no rules, there was no law, there was nothing for him to abide by. All he had to do was just pick the ones he wanted. Some of them are quite, again, like this one here is holographic. So it shimmers, it shines. Some of them are fantastic under UV light, which we didn't realize till later on in the evening. Some of them even glow in the dark. He kept saying to me, "Mom, what's that over there? What's that? What's that? What's that?" And I was like, "Oh my God, it's your tree. It glows in the dark." So he's really, really enjoyed it. And with the base, we used, again, it was a material that you can get from eBay. Florists use it. It comes in a number of different colors, and we just basically, to keep all the wire from not stabbing anyone or hurting anyone, it is still a bit loose, so I do need to probably support this a little bit better. We made the bases. He put his own little signature logo on there as well. Sorry, I'm still struggling to figure out how to use my video on my laptop. So he's put a little ladybird with an acer leaf and then like a fern on there. All of this was tissue paper. So again, it was very tactile, very sort of, for him. The base, unfortunately, is MDF. These are MDF as well. But, it was the easiest thing to buy. And then on the back of the love hearts, if I just zoom out, and no, I have to go this way. It's felt. And we did that again because it was a material that was very tactile for him. It was soft, and it does need re-gluing, unfortunately. It hasn't stuck as well as I would have liked it to. And again, just by putting this on the bottom, it just sort of finished off the item that he made and gave it a soft finish. So when it's on a surface, it won't scratch or hopefully damage whatever it's placed upon. And unfortunately, as a jewellery tree, it is what it is. It is a jewellery tree. It's a tree made of jewels. The majority of them are plastic. They are, some of them are wood, like this one here. Sorry, that one's plastic. There are a few wooden ones on there, like this one here. And it was just something really, really like fun to do, especially like today when it's raining. I mean, it doesn't have to be beads. It could be anything you've got to hand. And the base here was actually a milk bottle lid, a plastic one. And I've seen so many things online recently about people buying these industrial shredders and shredding up old clothing, shredding up old plastic and different types of material, and then reusing them. The only problem is I know a lot of these shredders are really expensive. They're in like the £100, 100 to 700, maybe even £1,000 to buy. And I personally, unless I had a workshop, which I don't, wouldn't feel comfortable having a shredder like that, which I know can literally shred like aluminium cans in my house, because I wouldn't want my son, bless him, to be putting his hands anywhere near that. But he does keep saying to me, Mum, I really, really, really want to start making more things that are reduced, reused, recycled. So I had to stop him because he was kind of hoarding a few things. And it's because I've mentioned, I've shown him stuff online. Oh, hey, you can do this, you can do that. And he was hoarding them. And I know I'm a hoarder as well on occasions. And we were having to try and be really disciplined. And I was saying, look, my sewing machine isn't working at the moment. You are going to need a really, really thick needle to go through some of the materials you've kept. At the moment, I don't feel comfortable with you using a sewing machine. So one of the things he wanted me to do was show him how to make a bag out of like Ribena cartons, or the damn it, I forgot the name. There's this other drink that he drinks, and they're more like of a silver plasticky material, and not Calippo. But anyway, there's another one he likes, and the reason he likes those is because at Halloween they always change the packaging so it looks like it's different Halloween figures. And my kids absolutely love them. And they kept saying, Mom, I want you to make me a pencil case out of these. I want you to sew them together and then I could take it into school. And I'm like, okay, it is an option, but it's not an option right now. It's something that if I was going to do with them, it would have to be a planned project. And I've said, you'd have to count it all out, make sure that you're happy with the size, make sure you're happy with the length, make sure you've got enough materials to make these things, and then we can take it from there. So in the new year, they are definitely wanting to do more like reduced, reused, recycled, and upcycled projects. So we've got so many things in the pipeline, but at the moment, one of the things that I want to get done and want to get finished is the jewelry trees. They have threaded so many beads for me this year, and they're literally just like in a box. And now I'm saying, okay, that's great. You've done all the beading. Now you've got to do something with it. So we are securing them to bases like this. And then we'll see what we see. So I'm really, really proud of my children that they have taken the initiative to help me and to help themselves to learn how to improve their manual dexterity, so this pincer grip movement, but at the same time have said, look, Mom, we're not happy with the house, because they're a little bit older now, they're a little bit more vocal. How about we go through this box of beads, we go through this box of material, and together we'll see what we can do with it. And just having that little bit of support, that little bit of like initiative from my children, who aren't just, who are taking it up on themselves to be more creative, to think more outside the box, to literally think outside the box, to say, hey, it's raining, we can't really do anything. Instead of being on my laptop, or instead of being on my iPhone, instead of just watching TV all day, let's have a creative session. So every Sunday without fail, last weekend we were listening to music. I was showing them how a cassette player worked. At their dad's, they've been learning how a record player works. So every day is a learning day, and I'm just so happy that, especially over like the last sort of 6 weeks, especially, there's been such a change in all three of them, in their behavior, in their outlook on life, in the way that they want to kind of try and contribute to society, and and the fact that they still have that creativity, that flair for creativity, which is something I don't want them to lose. So fingers crossed. I'm sorry that no one's been able to check in with me. It is quite early in the morning, but so I'm going to say bye now. Wouldn't be my video without another yawn. And I just want to say, enjoy the rest of your day, and be safe, be well, and be happy.